Good day, Forex traders. Today, I just like to share with you my book, The Ultimate Depression, is my first book. Very excited about it. It's basically you can purchase it in on our website, which is basically www.forextradingcoach.co.za. And then there's a pre-launch section where you have to fill in your details, and also the banking details will appear. You fill it in, you pay us, and we post the book. It only costs 380, and the postage is actually included. So also the first set of 200 books I will sign myself, which you can see I'm still busy signing books, but we will post it. It's actually predicting the Great Depression or the ultimate depression ahead in what I see. But what I would like to share with you today is basically one section in my book where I do see a victory for Marine Le Pen. She's running for the French elections now currently, and I must say the odds is basically against her as her competitor, I think Macron, is leading the polls now currently, and it's basically a replica effect of last year during the Donald Trump elections. Also, bear in mind, I did predict the Donald Trump elections last year, and I did post it on my Facebook page just the day before he actually saluted his own victory. After that, I actually started to now get serious with my book, and I needed to get it out because now my predictions is actually coming to light. In my book, I do predict the Marine Le Pen victory. It's actually, as a lot of people say, it's actually quite a gamble because what if she does not win and then people will not believe me and everything and all that. But I like to take risk. I like to actually say go big or go home. And believe me, my money will be on Marine Le Pen. Now, if she wins, it will be devastating for the whole entire European Union. And I'm sure as the euro now getting a nice rally up from 10, I think now it sits on 107, and it was a few days, it was on 105, and it actually gained about 200 pips. So the rally is actually in favor of Macron. It's about to win on Monday, and the market is actually realizing that. But I'm not so keen about it. I do see a Marine Le Pen victory, which will actually plunge the Europe, and which I do explain. That is the effects of the ultimate depression. Now, on my book, I do focus on that. I do see China also collapse, and also the United States, in which will actually scale down as a full depression worldwide. I also do say in the book about one thing that I'm not so keen about, and I wish it will not happen, is actually World War III. Um, then also in my book, I actually share my secrets in my book of how I predict those type of things, which everything is basically in a book, and it's very short. So it's very straight to the point, and you will basically understand what is going on. But on the point of Marine Le Pen, now, she is seen as a far-right movement, or a political party has more of a far-right narratives, which is now against immigration, need to move out of the European Union, not using the euro currency anymore, and she wants to impose basically her own currency, which I think it will be the old French currency, which is known as the franc. So they want to put that back in when Marine Le Pen is win. So what will this mean then for us, which is forex traders? Big sell actually on the forex market. The euro will go down. Is now sitting on 107. I think if Marine Le Pen win on Sunday, I'm sure the euro will sit close to 102 or even purity against the dollar. The yen will become exceptionally strong with actually a high demand for gold. Currencies that will be vulnerable during the week if Marine Le Pen will win will surely be the Australian dollar, your Canadian dollar, the South African rand actually will also get a heavy beating if Marine Le Pen win. Now, a lot of people actually say that maybe I'm bad luck or everything, but look, I did not create the world and I did not create the whole thing. The only thing is that I basically predict what is going on. Now, how and why I'm so sure about this basic win or straight win for Marine Le Pen? What I base my book on is basically the demographics of French and why they will win, why Marine Le Pen will win. Currently, what happens, there is a 30% um, of the demographics from French is basically older citizens, like your elderly people, your pensioners. Then you have a small youth, which is about 29%, and the rest are children. So when you have your demographics so skewed, because normally in a perfect economy, you must have a population of a strong youth of about 60 to between 50 and 60% must be youth. Now, when you have such a large chunk of old people in your economy, normally what they want the good old days, as they would say, which the French was known back in the day for the industrialization and also which grew the French economy. So, and also the usage of the franc in back then. So old people, normally their basic needs, it's safety and security, that is one, healthcare, that is the other one, and then also a higher interest rates. So mainly the French people want that. And the main problem is, which Marine Le Pen stressed out, is basically the terrorism, which she says it actually comes from the immigration that goes to French. So, for the old people's sake, they will actually vote in favor for Marine Le Pen to get rid of the foreigners in their country. So she actually plays that role so well, just like Donald Trump, because the U.S. Population are basically also a whole bunch of them were and still is old citizens that were in the past baby boom in the 1960s. So that people know about America and not so much immigration and all of those things. And that's why he was stressing on make America great, make it great, because he was talking directly to the old citizens. Now, what is the main issue about old citizens and and the youth citizens? The youth actually don't vote. According to my research, about two out of 10 of them vote basically. But when it comes to old people, 9 out of 10 old people vote. So if Marine Le Pen get a clear out and out victory, it will come from the old people, which will be then the 9 out of 10 people that will actually vote. Young people or the youth are not basically interested about politics. So they hardly will not win. Now, your question will still say, but why the polls are in favor of the opposition and not on Marine Le Pen? You see, the polls is run by cell phones. You fill it in via your phone. Old people, they are old school. They go to the voting station, stand in the line, get the vote done, and vote of their choice. So the old people will vote for healthcare, better healthcare, more stricter on immigration to France, and get rid of the people that are foreigners in France. So with all that, I do see a Marine Le Pen victory exactly the same how I saw the Donald Trump elections last year. And the last part is actually in my book, or the second last part in my book is actually the collapse of China, which I also predict that may happen between September and November this year. That will be devastating. It will crush South Africa. I do see a very high unemployment rate. Mining go down in South Africa, which will filter right through the other parts of our economy. And it will be a total collapse in the whole world, because China basically carried global growth for the last 20 years alone, basically. And with China's collapse, it will basically be the end. And I also um, do see actually a world war. Um, but I'm a bit afraid of that because I don't want to be sitting around bombs. But it looks more and more like a world war will actually appear in front of us. And the sad reality, everything is in my book. Um, the bright part is that you can purchase my book. Make sure you protect your family. I explain what will happen and what you must do in the Great Depression. I think things will become cheap. The only thing is you need to survive during that period. And if when you survive, there must be a new turnaround point, and which will be the start of the fourth industrialization. Now, my book is strategically written very short so that the average man can read it and it will not basically bore you. It will keep you intact and you will definitely read the book. But most of all, get the book, protect your family, and make sure that you actually make money so that you can survive the Great Depression. It will happen in 2017. It's not a mystery, and it will last for about 5 years. Please protect yourself. The Great Depression will happen. All the best with Marine Le Pen um, trade. And on Sunday, we will get results, and on Monday, the market will be open. And if it's on the wrong side, I will definitely publish another video again to apologize. But I'm definitely sure Marine Le Pen will win, and I do see a steep sell-off for the euro. Take advantage of it, make that money, and protect yourself from the Great Depression. Buy my book. It's on our website www.forextradingcoach.co.za. In South Africa, we will post a book for you nationwide. If you're from the outside worldwide, America, United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, we will post a book via an ebook form. Get the book, get it right now, and make sure you protect yourself. All the best for next week, and may Marine Le Pen win. Cheers.